Hey guys, so I just went and saw Jason Bourne at the theaters. This is one of the first weeks in a while, I swear to God, that haven't had to do a double feature. I won't be doing that for the next few weeks, thank God. Money wise, that starts to drain on your bank account once you start doing that all the time. I did that a couple weeks ago with Ghostbusters. That was the only thing I wanted to see. There's a couple other movies I wanted to kind of go see, but I was like, I'm just gonna go see Jason Bourne and call it a day. Um, as far as my feelings about the Bourne movies, and I know this is gonna make me very unpopular, and people are gonna give me a lot of shit for saying this, but I might be one of the few people out there that doesn't love the Bourne movies. I know it's kind of scary to say because I'm afraid the internet's gonna attack me. Um, I think they're okay movies. They're okay. They're well made. They're well acted, and like they got a really talented director behind most of them, which is Paul Greengrass. I've always liked him in that. Who's the guy? I forget what the guy who made the first one. He also made Edge of Tomorrow. Really talented director. Um, but they always get some really talented people involved in these, and uh, I even saw the Bourne Legacy, which was the attempt to do a Bourne movie without Matt Damon, and it didn't do so well, so they had to bring Matt Damon back. Um, I was like, my reaction when I saw a trailer for this movie was like, it was like it had caught about as much my interest as the other ones did. So I was like, screw it. I was like, I've seen the other ones. Why not see this one? I mean, I don't hate them. I just it's like basically been my reaction. I think they're very forgettable. My problem with the movies are that they are very forgettable. And like I seriously had to go back and uh kind of rewatch the other ones because I barely remembered what the hell happened in the last three or four. Because that's how much I remember of them. So anyways, I was going in with kind of like not that high expectations, but also, expecting it to be at least decent. And, well, that movie was boring. I, out of all the movies, I can honestly say that might be the one that I was bored the most out of. I know I might get some shit for that, but man, it has a lot of the same problems I have with the first one, the first throw four, uh, in that it's really forgettable. It's really not interesting whatsoever. The Bourne character is not that interesting. It's played very well by Matt Damon. That's not the issue. It's like Matt Damon is very good in these movies. He is. He's very good. He's a goddamn great actor. Um, but just God, this guy has nothing on fucking. I've heard people compare him to like James Bond and stuff like that. I'm like, oh God, yeah, no. Bond in his worst movie is a more compelling character than Bourne is any day of the week. Uh, Even than fucking Spectre. But I will like what I will give credit with this movie is I will say, like I said with the first four, it is well acted. It has a hell of a cast. You got Matt Damon, of course, Tommy Lee Jones playing CIA director, um, the new CIA director. I'll get that in a second. That's one of my complaints I have with the movie. And Alicia Vikander, who this might be the first movie I've seen her in where she is not naked. Damn it, PG-13. She's a damn good actress, though, and she's great in this too. Like everybody's great in it. That's not the problem with the movie. Like the acting is, you still have really solid acting in a film, and it's still not being very good. Um, I've seen plenty of them. The action is what you would expect out of a Jason Bourne movie. It's really well made by Paul Green. Paul Greengrass knows how to make action scenes. I'll give it to him, man. That guy knows how to really make some really good action scenes, even if there's not much uh, stuff to it. They make you really care about it. Um, that's about as far as It's pretty much the same things I liked about the first four. I'll say about this. I liked about this one. Um, where I don't like this movie is, and why I don't like this probably the least. I probably like this the least out of all of them, is that by this point, this movie, and honestly, people are going to probably get argument with me on this, but at this point, I started to realize, like, halfway through the movie, is like, this is every movie of this whole series is exactly the same as the last. Let's go over the plot. Jason Bourne finds out about a secret organization that is run by the CIA or the FBI or whatever. Check. He gets entangled in some kind of conspiracy. Check. He's being followed by an assassin who's out to kill him. Check. And that's pretty much it. This set follows the same goddamn formula over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every single one of these movies has done the goddamn same. You also have, don't forget about the corrupt CIA agents that know more about the Jason Bourne than he knows. Check. What the hell? Like, do something a little bit different, at least. Even, like hell, it was. I'll give Bourne Legacy a little bit of credit. At least it was trying to kind of do something different for a little bit there. Then it got to when it got to the end where they just decided to throw a fucking assassin all of a sudden out there, out of nowhere. That that happened, but Jesus, like, it's the same goddamn thing. I know Bond does the same damn thing almost in a lot of his movies, but come on, like, Bond is still even. And I gave shit to stuff like Spectre because that was not a good movie. So I'm gonna give shit to this movie too. Like, I was bored to death by this movie. Also, why do these movies have to be so fucking convoluted? I swear to God, like, that is one of my main problems with these movies, is that they're so convoluted. Like, you have so many subplots going on that, like, it's hard to follow. Towards the end of the movie, I couldn't figure out who was a good guy, who was a bad guy. There was so many double crossing, triple crossing, everything's going on. There's a storyline with a guy who runs a Facebook-esque company that is selling the privacy of its users to the CIA to start up some different version of the Blackbriar Treadstone, because there's apparently 5 million versions of this organization that wasn't stopped apparently by now. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, it's like, I'm just there like, okay, that's just the one of many subplots going on in this goddamn thing. Like, and there's this assassin that, I'll give this movie credit, at least they kind of try to give a backstory as to why this assassin is all hell bent to get Jason Bourne. He actually gives them a reason to. You see the motivations as to why he wants to kill him. I think that might be the first time I've seen this in a series. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the other one, so so I don't know. I'm pretty certain like that's the first time ever. I'll give them credit. At least it wasn't like Bourne Legacy and they just threw an assassin out there for the hell of it like they did in the last one. What the hell? I also want to talk about. Man, this movie's so boring. Convoluted. Crap. Damn it! I can't. I'm just thinking about it now. I can't remember. Oh, fudge. Also, what the hell? Julia Stiles is in this movie for a brief moment. She's in the trailers of this movie, but she's like in this movie for like less than 10 minutes. She dies pretty early on. Spoiler alert. And I was like, okay, what the hell? And which that also brings up another point I wanted to bring up. I remember, like I said, having to recollect my memory on the other ones. I was like, okay, maybe I was wondering if they would. I'm trying to remember the names off the top of my head here. Give me a second. the characters. Give me 1 second. Stand by. Supremacy. Like, whatever happened to the whole storyline from the last movie with who was it? The one chick with Joan Allen and who was it? Joan Allen and damn it, who was the other guy? Joan Allen and who the fuck was it? And that one guy. Damn it. The Joan Allen. How is it not? And like the where she was playing the remember how she was playing the bad guy in that, or no, what the hell? I'm trying to look for it. Damn it! Just give me a second, people. Whatever happened to David Stratham and Joan Allen? What happened to those characters? For God's sakes, that storyline's just completely dropped. Like, they kind of hinted at the end of Bourne Legacy that storyline's still going. Like, that he's kind of indicting Joan Allen. Said Joan London. Sorry, Joan Allen. For starting this Blackbriar program, and then it's completely dropped. They're not even in the fucking picture, and apparently in this thing, their characters don't even exist anymore. What the hell? They didn't really give it a resolution to that storyline. I guess fuck it. I didn't like. Am I the only one who's kind of like, what the hell? You spent so much time on those characters, like, don't really give a resolution to that storyline. Okay. Also, this movie did not need to exist. There's no reason for this movie to exist. It's pointless. Fucking pointless. Because really, the whole if you watch the original trilogy, which I have in the past, but that pretty much bookended the whole story of Jason Bourne pretty goddamn well. And they just had to make a sequel for the hell of it. And you don't really learn anything new about Jason Bourne other than that his dad died, apparently. And he was a part of the Blackbriar program. And that's it. That's the whole point of this movie. And this movie also kind of like sequel baits us in some way. And I'm like, okay, whoop-de-doo. I guess we're going to get another sequel to this because, well, this movie did do very well. So I guess it could happen. And also they had to throw in the car chase because car chases, which I guess it wouldn't be a Jason Bourne movie if there wasn't a car chase, I guess. Man, this wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. It's just a paint by numbers movie if I've ever seen one. I wish I liked these movies a lot more than I do. I wish I could love these movies like a lot of people do. I know a lot of people love these movies. I mean, I kind of put them in the same boat as like the Lord of the Rings series, and where everybody loves them, but I kind of just That's my reaction with these films. With those films is that I just tolerate them, I guess. That's the best way I could put it. I don't love them. I just am an average viewer of them, and I understand if you like them, but I don't. Just don't hold it against me, for fuck's sake. So that's as far as Jason Bourne goes. I would not see it unless you're hell bent and you're a big fan of the other ones. Go see it, I guess. As far as trailers go, I got. Oh God, I want to talk about this. This trailer is more interesting than the fucking actual movie. The trailer for Split. Okay, so the trailer starts out, and it's about James McAvoy, who plays a guy who, I'm not kidding here, has 23 different personalities and decides to kidnap 3 young girls and lock them in a cellar or whatever. And you're like, this is kind of fucking creepy, you know. And James McAvoy is pulling off like he's dressing up in a dress and dressing as a woman and dressing as a 14-year-old teenager and really fucking weird shit. Like he looks like he's just having a fucking blast. Like this is one of those breakout performances. Be a breakout performance for like a career-defining performance for James McAvoy. But then halfway through the trailer, the words from the writer director of Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and The Visit, and I'm like, oh wow, this is a new M. Night Shyamalan movie, huh? Okay, this could either go really badly or really good. Be really good. It could be The Visit or it could be The Happening. It could be one of those two. I'm kind of intrigued. And also, it's being released in January where all the bad movies go to die. So I'm kind of worried about that. I actually love The Visit, and I was actually kind of, intrigued to see what M. Night Shyamalan would do next. And now, oh boy, this could go either way. This could be really. I actually really want to see this. It does intrigue me, even when M. Night Shyamalan has some bad movies. Like they can be pretty goddamn entertaining, such as The Happening. The Happening is one of the funniest movies ever made. That was not intentional, not made to be a comedy. That new trailer for The Girl on the Train. That movie looks really, really good. It reminds me of like Gone Girl and shit like that. I don't know if it's written by the same person that made that the Gone Girl book, but it looks kind of similar to it. It has the same feel, and it looks like Emily Blunt's going for an Oscar with this movie. Like her performance, just from the trailer, you can tell is gonna be pretty goddamn good. She's a great actress. And it's also being directed by the guy, or the director of The Help and Get On Up. Okay, it's like one as well. That's a weird new direction to go with your career. All right, this was a weird trailer to get in front of Jason Bourne. I got a trailer for Loving. It's Joel Edgerton doing a weird fucking accent. It's kind of jarring when you see the trailer. He's Australian, right? And he's pulling an American accent, trying to at least, kind of southern accent, and he damn, he marries a black woman in the 1960s, and the townsfolk find out about it, and they have them arrested and put on trial, and they go to the Supreme Court to try to make a marriage between blacks and whites legal. It's kind of a relevant story nowadays because of like what the gays had to go through, but it looks all right. It doesn't look really. It looks like kind of a sappy kind of story. It's based on a true story, I guess. It doesn't look bad. I'll say that. And the last trailer I got was Snowden. By God, did they make Joseph Gordon-Levitt look like fucking Edward Snowden? It's kind of alarming, and they even try to make him sound like Edward Snowden, like he's trying to do like the voice of Edward Snowden, and doing a pretty good job at it. This is another one like where you can tell Joseph Gordon-Levitt's trying to go for an Oscar again, and he's a goddamn good actor. It's kind of one, and it's being directed by Oliver Stone, who's always been hit and miss as of late. So who knows how this will go. I like Oliver Stone though, so I mean I like him for the most part. He's back to doing these weird conspiracy movies now, so we'll see how this goes. That's as far as trailers go. I'll be back later this week with Suicide Squad, and until then I'll talk to you guys later.